Hello Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go ahead and get into a Mercury retrograde energy reading. Mercury retrograde is happening in your sign, so it doesn't surprise me that the Six of Wands showed up here. And this talks about your reputation. It talks about the way you show up to the world. This is actually a card of victory. It just shows that you are going to have a milestone or an accomplishment coming your way. And it's really beautiful to see this because Mercury retrograde is all about introspection, and when you really align with the things that you want to do and you're moving from a place of intention, you can see a lot of things actually fall into place for you. So I really like this. It's a beautiful and positive card to have. And then the other card that we have here is this Ten of Pentacles. So these two cards together, I mean, this can indicate that some of you guys might get abundance out of nowhere, like a bonus from work, a promotion even. This can indicate that maybe there's a new job. But most importantly, this can indicate that there is a sense of community, of support, of a really beautiful, strong foundation. So this Mercury retrograde is actually bringing a lot of clarity in those parts of your life. And I see here also the King of Swords, which shows this energy of moving out of clarity, intention, and strategy. So I see you taking the proper steps, right? Being very patient with the process. And I see you reaping the reward of your already hard work, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your spread, Sagittarius. Those were your single messages. And like I said, please only take what resonates and leave the rest out. And let's begin. So King of Wands as the main energy. This shows me confidence, innovation, moving forward with things in your life that maybe you felt they weren't possible, right? Shows me strong creativity. So use this time to really tap in with your creativity, tap in with your higher self, even your child self, because you can get a lot of ideas that you can help you propel forward something really beautiful and magnificent in your life. The King of Wands is about innovation, right? So this could be you really putting forward something completely new and exciting in your life, okay? The Devil is actually showing up right here, and this is showing up in the block. The Devil can show that, you know, there's going to be resistance. It's going to be that energy of, you can't do this. It shouldn't be like that. You should do it like this, right? That little voice inside your head that tells you all of the things that can go wrong if you decide to go towards this new thing, right? And that's natural. It's just a matter of you really trusting in your vision, right? So don't lose sight of your vision and don't lose confidence in your vision. And past energy, like I said, you're reaping the rewards of something that you have been working really hard for. Eight of Pentacles is the card of apprenticeship. This is about really focusing on your craft and dedicating yourself to bettering this aspect that you're working on. This could be you, this could be a relationship, this could be a business, right? This could be many things. It could be someone going to college. It could be whatever it is that you have put so much of your time and soul into, right? That's really showing up now as an opportunity for you to really take it to the next level, right? Near future though, you have here the Eight of Swords. We'll get into that in just a moment. And then the outcome here is the Knight of Swords, which it also strikes me as Gemini energy and naturally Mercury energy. The swords are all about the mind, and Mercury rules information processing. So given that the Eight of Swords is the near future energy, and this shows that maybe there is a mental block, meaning that you could be overthinking a situation. You could feel like something is just making you feel stuck, like there's no way out. There could be a mental imprisonment that maybe you might feel. Maybe because you might see some bumps in the road. Maybe you might see some delays, because at the end of the day, it is the Mercury retrograde, right? So when something does get challenging, or where it gets to the point where it's like, gosh, I really wish that wouldn't have happened. What an inconvenience, right? And that's the word. When inconveniences happen, because they will happen, how much of this King of Wands energy are you going to challenge, or are you going to channel? How much of this King of Wands energy are you going to channel? Because the King of Wands stays persistent, stays driven, stays motivated, because it's his soul that fuels his actions, right? Not the gratification of the journey. He is just simply walking in embodiment. And the Eight of Swords can show this kind of like stuck energy and feeling like, oh man, well, if I'm having obstacles, maybe this means that I shouldn't move in this direction, but Spirit is saying don't allow this to happen. You can always take off the blindfold and move forward, right? What I get with the Knight of Swords too as the outcome is that I see things speeding up after the retrograde, right? So give it about a month and a half, right? Give it into like the middle of December for you to fully see the results. Be patient with this process because the retrograde makes things slow down a bit, right? But the beautiful part of it is that it gives you the opportunity to really go within for the introspection, for the evaluation of your strategies, for the accountability of what roles you have played in particular situations, right? So let me get a little bit more on this Devil energy. Why is the Devil here? Devil with the Page of Pentacles. Oh, I just got the energy of, well, starting over sucks, or, you know, what if this commitment is not worth it? What if this commitment doesn't get you where you're going, where you want to go? The Page of Pentacles is commitment, is dedication, is persistency, is really touching or getting into this place in your life where you know you have to invest your time in order to see the reward at a later time, right? And the Devil energy can make you doubt what you're doing, right? And you have here the World, meaning that something has to come to an end. And I feel like what's wrapping up is just this doubt, this sense of I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I feel like by the end of Mercury retrograde, you have the I guess the sharpness of this Knight of Swords, but most importantly, you will have this energy, the King of Swords, right? Which is about really being solid in your objective mindset, in the way that you objectively see things and how you move forward, right? It's about having proper strategies and really seeing where are the opportunities. And I see you really getting clarity after this retrograde is over. Final messages. Final messages. What do we have? Final message. You have your Ace of Cups. This is healing. A new beginning. You're healing. You're moving forward. You know what I mean? It's like a change of heart in a way. The fear is going to turn into nothing. It's going to turn into courage, right? You're not going to let this stop you. But this is a beautiful energy reading. Be patient with yourself. Embrace the obstacles that you might face during this journey. Don't view them as signs that you're not doing the right thing. If anything, take them as opportunities to really leverage your creativity. And with that being said, let me know if this reading resonated with you, and if it did, drop me a comment down below with your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel in any way, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye.